Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing this fine Saturday evening for me? Might be morning or afternoon for somebody else. Hopefully you're all doing good. After the excitement that we had on the last stream, I'm looking forward to something a little bit more chill. Like, I think we're actually going to be... Oh, no. Oh, here we go. I think that we're actually going to be getting a lot of side quests at this point in the game, I would imagine, considering that we have a new home base and all of that jazz. But holy crap, dude. That last sequence that we played? Jesus Christ. Marion Valkyrie, you missed a really good one. Like, I'm still partially processing everything that happened. And by the way, I'm not going to be doing anything with the lights, which means that as we move throughout the stream, it is going to my face is going to progressively get darker and darker. We're going to be playing in the dark because I feel like chilling, dude. Feel like chilling.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
I'm assuming that our dear old Otto is a little bit, he's a little bit disappointed with the events.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Not sure how I feel about everybody calling me Sid.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Yeah, so does everybody else, apparently.
I see schoolboys swing harder.
Well, at least the few that are here seem to kind of like me. Oh, damn. Why do I get a feeling that this thing we're in is going to fly before our time is done?
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier.
Shelves are closed. The sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the Chocobo in the stew.
Knuckle pies? You want a knuckle pie? To marinate yard chocobo.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make
Charon's still here.
Is it business or pleasure? We won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot for fighting the good fight plenty the man from me wears. Constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bartle banging away day and night.
Still.
If a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay for Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I got myself a bargain. Ooh, tell me about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? Time flies.
Like it was yesterday.
We were waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot showed up. Not that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. It was Gav. I'll never forget those cries, try as I
You're our
might.
leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us.
Try not to get yourself killed, eh? And what can I do for you?
Channeler's Whispers. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge till cast. Trigger unless the ability to charge magic is learned. Increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. When taking damage. 26,000's a lot of money. That is a whole lot of money.
Finished, are you?
Yes. Goats.
Hey, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Yeah, gear. Blackthorn. What's going on here? Off limits, that means you.
Okay, yeah. So, what'll it be?
11 bolt. You also have Stormcry. Oh, right, I never did craft that. $11 bolt it is. Deals more damage than whatever I have right now. Wait, it's gonna consume Flame Tongue? That sucks. I like Flame Tongue. Okay.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I don't like the way this sword looks.
Have you been to the top?
Rip. Oh, we now have a stash? I mean, we probably had one. Wall of Memories. The Oath. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers and is a powerful reminder of a promise made. Friendship forged and a legacy inherited. So this is kind of like our room, essentially. Treasure. Where's the quest guy? He's gone. We barely knew him. Oi! Of course, the Moogle survived.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Speak with Vivian. Who is Vivian? Sure, we're about to find out.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian.
Established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway, here a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it's located in the center of a lake, Benumer, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's army and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted to her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. So we still knew nothing about her.
Tails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil. One would think.
My role is abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours guiding light of knowledge that matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I may continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures would not do to appoint the storied Nine Tails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. How did you get to the hideaway?
I admit.
I took up my professor's bonnet, began teaching at the University of Canterbury, did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. Nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. Instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as a personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
Reputable fellowship.
Than anything the academic world, I assure you.
I do wish our lawsman would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classics.
Harpocrates, a friend of Socrates.
Look, it's Sid.
Peter Plank Polisher. The shelves.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Religion.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Return to your chambers.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive.
That's not
Goes well with
Tarja,
the
is it?
skull.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be
It is Tarja! Barely recognized her with the new
It's all thanks
clothes.
to you, Tarja.
The scalpel
Yeah,
did most of the
Tarja.
work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto
Let's not
left it on
talk
your
about
desk.
Gav right now.
Not a Stolas. All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Only if you come and help me.
What could
Didn't
Gav
work,
have
guys.
thought worthy
I
of a
tried.
letter?
I tried, fam. I tried.
Once the hall's swept,
Sis, what are you doing in my room? Listen, sis. I've told you, I'm in a serious relationship with Tarja. We can't be doing this now. I'm gonna pretend you're not even here, alright? Actually, let's ask her what is she doing in my room.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Tommy Springfield, she's not related to you. Look, you were brought up together. I understand she's not related to you and that this is like everyone's wet dream, but she was still raised with you like a sister. It's still weird. Oh, we have email now. Republic's play. Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the Man of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done whereupon my return. See you're done to whereupon my return. Understand that.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Okay.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
So did we speed it up?
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows.
Did we speed it up? Life force of the land and source of all magic, the amount of ether a spell consumes depends on its strength, with those manifesting more potent forces over a wider area coming at greater cost. Larger crystals can channel more ether than smaller ones and thus can be used to cast more powerful magics. One might use a small ration shard to grill a fish, but one will require a large municipal crystal to fire a blacksmith's forge. Another worldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature. No, he didn't. Sid stabbed him before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison him in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. That was not smart. Companion and protector of Joshua Rossfield, dominant of the Phoenix, as loyal as she is dangerous. Her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics are ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Jote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. Dominant of the Phoenix, foreigner, thought to die at the end of the second icon of fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he somehow survived. Appearing before his brother once more some 13 years later on the inner sanctum of Drake's head, and saving Clive from Ultima's advances by calling upon the power of the Phoenix to seal the being within himself.
Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak.
Yeah, even Otto thinks there's something going on. Oh, she's our sister.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
New quest is available nearby. Oh, we can't really do the thing yet. Very well. Maybe the new quest will unlock it. I like our new base of operations. The view is much better. This is a big upgrade from the old hideaway.
Finish with that open back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
Beaches and
the lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
The hell?
Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Someone finds you some pitch?
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Caulk and ball. They really made a quest called Cock and Balls. Alright. That's fair. It is what it is. Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Over here. 3 reeds. Oh, you do collect nut sacks in Final Fantasy XIV. No, no, no. They're not nut sacks. They're sacks of nuts. It's completely different. No fall damage. Convenient.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Enough.
Enough.
We just checked the state of the realm at Vivian Banget.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Deliver the cock and ball. Wait, what? Go deliver the cock and balls real quick. So I guess we haven't really unlocked the side quests yet.
Welcome back, Sid.
Because I would expect that market board has something to do with it.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ah, yes.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Guys, we did the best quest. Cock and balls. Badge of Might +1. I'm thinking I might actually just go buy the other badge. Yeah, I think that's smart. Oh, and don't I have already enough stuff for the abilities that I want? Ramu! Ramu! Oh yes, we're getting limit break, baby. Now let's see. We have lightning rod. A ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. And right now we're using Thunderstorm. Pile drive is good. Judgment bolt. The problem with a lot of these ultimates is that their cooldowns are so massive. These are like one and done. I might try out the lightning rod. This lightning rod... Oh my god, I just realized something. The guy who worked on the combat, he worked in Dragon's Dogma. This is basically that little ball thing that we had with the Mystic Knights. You guys know what I'm talking about? I forget the name of that spell. Ifrit's ability to the left is goated. Will of the Wykes? I like this one, dude. Ignition's the shit. I kind of want this thing. The lightning rod I kind of want, although you can't really move it, it seems. You can't move it. I might stick with the other two. Also, by the way, does mastery increase damage? Because it just says upgrade increases area of effect and increases potency, and then mastery allows assignment to any icon. I'm assuming that it doesn't increase damage. Okay, good. Then I don't need it. I think there's people at the studio. Anyway. Blind Justice. Oh, I hate this one. I hate it so much. This increases the range, right? This also increases the range. In a way, I kind of just want to go for... What does the mastery do? That's a third limit break gauge. Kind of want to get this one. It's like I really do think that this one could be useful. Try it. Okay. Let's go upstairs and get the charm. You could have Phoenix shift twice instead of the Ramu one. Wait, what? Oh, shit. I was not aware of that. I did not know that you could just do that. It's like, this one's not particularly good. I really don't like it. But I'll keep it for now. Please don't talk about stuff that's ahead of me.
Have we any more?
Yeah, sure.
Does that one have blood on it?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
This.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Isn't tacits and heatwave. Okay, now we can go do the main quest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
Oh no.
Bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Alright.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Anything catch your eye?
Increases stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. Interesting.
That all, is it?
Oi, look sharp! Hey?
Can I not just teleport there? Yeah, I haven't seen the trailers. I haven't seen the trailers and I haven't watched the showcase. I came in as blind as possible precisely to avoid getting stuff spoiled.
This might take a while.
think that one will be more useful for like boss fights.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive.
Nope.
Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
It's a good thing I came here to tell you to walk to the inn.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
I don't think we'll like what we'll find.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Ooh.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To
These dudes
dwell
look like
in
inquisitors.
darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
Oh, red
dare you
religious
speak those
zealots.
words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Are those the words of the shields?
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Dark clouds gather. This is gouge cooldown.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
I doubt it.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
No, you didn't.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Release. Is there a way to change the order of the icons? Yes. An Ahriman. The fuck? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Oh! Upgrades, you say? God damn it. Why does it target that? Target the boss. Oh, we got teleported! That was easy.
See that coming.
That was fun too. I like that. I want more of that. I hope there's like a ton of them.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Give me a second, guys. My son wants me to make him a paper plane. And I have a very specific way of making paper planes. Which is what he wants. Diese Kiste Graf. Knows how to make his own, but he wants the ones that I make. And the ones that I make, very specific. Like, see how the sheet looks, guys? This is essential to make my brand of paper plane, because the sheet's going to fold in on itself like this. Don't overreact.
Oh my god.
He's going to be a React streamer. Oh my god. That's so impressive, Daddy. No. Oh, deixa eu falar muitos anos. Escola. Foi na escola, mas foi com amigos. À escola. Yep. There, see guys, this is what the finished product looks like. Trying to make the more complicated ones. Yes, of course. Okay, return to Martha's Rest.
Thank you, Founder.
Yeah, go ahead and thank the Founder. I'm sure the Founder will save your ass when the Empire comes again. We must bring the Empire to heel. I'm gonna have to destroy Bahamut.
They've killed my bear.
Martha, it's time you move your operations to the hideout.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Bum, bum. Black blood.
Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
The white-winged wonder?
Try not to move.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
Chocobo!
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Biggins?
And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from
Whiteheart,
bandits
you
and the
say?
like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Sifrex.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
Is this a side
Good luck
quest?
to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Yes, but it's got a plus on it. Which makes me wonder. I have a suspicion, but I'm not gonna say it.
White Heart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Yeah, I think this is the equivalent of a blue quest in 16.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
You can't see the other eye.
You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then.
I've had it.
But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh. You can combo these two. Acenda a luz, faz favor. Outra. Apaga esta. It is her. Look at the wound in the eye.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
So do you, you idiot.
That scar. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
He's gonna go get a saddle.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Call you when I need you. 26. Ambrosia's Tack, a bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Quay! Displayed in Clive's chamber. Chocobo unlocked. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia. Press X to mount the chocobo. I need the music. Yes! Dun, 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 dun. Gallop, hold R2. Wait, no. I need the music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. That's right. Apparently I can't dismount.
Straight home now.
There we go. That's the best skill, straight up. Liu Kang is a Chocobo. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty important quest you might not want to miss out on. Okay, we go through here. No more side quests. Alright, back to the hideaway. See our good friend Gav. Gav?
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
True.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
The Dominion.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Port Isolde?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Otto's counter is now open. Following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports the Patron's Whisper, the Hunt Board.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Okay.
That room's as...
So Mather's all right.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn?
Speaking with Vivian in Hideaway's map room, Clyde confused the state of the realm, learn more about the current goings-on of Alasthea, revisit any of Ninetale's past lessons, take a deeper look at relationships in Clive's orbit. Wait, what?
Here's the latest information I have.
I think he's kind of dead. I think they're all kind of dead. Well, not her.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Oh, this was the very beginning. The Night of Flames, seized by Sambrek, Death in the Defile, the Caer Norvent, Garuda's Rage, Belinus Tor. Okay, it's everything that's happened.
Very good.
So this we already know what it is. What is this?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing side quests can earn renown. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins donate money or items to Clive's cause. Oh, nice. So it's more quest rewards. Okay. Oh, how nice of them. Oh, but these cost renown. Or do I get renown? This is weird. I think these cost renown. But I'll definitely want this one.
Here you are.
Oh no, they don't. It's just the amount of renown that you get unlocks more. Okay, then give me everything.
All yours.
Right.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing?
Quick look.
No side quests. Okay. There you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you. Matter is this,
Hunt
Kupo.
It's
Hunt
where the
board.
Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
I knew that already. That's why I need your help. I need not remind you I'm the mightiest of all Mughals, no friend of the forest or ghoul of the Greensward, something something. I need you to kill them all! Okay, that seems reasonable.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
View the hunt board. There goes Ahriman. Yeah, I know how it works. So, I want whatever this is. A trader coming by way of cover, no admitted troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction. Warn him of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward their own journey through their past, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept the brisk pace. And in here we have a wild Avis striking size making its nest atop a hill. Okay, we're gonna start with this. Oh, these just tell you I don't actually do any of this, so I'm assuming it just shows up here. Oh, they're not gonna let me go now. Why are they not gonna let me go now? It's not fair. Or no, I probably need to go look for them. So in here it is Caer Norvent. So I just gotta go Caer Norvent and try to find it, basically. Okay. Now they did say there's also a side quest here, so let's go there.
That broom's as ragged.
I hear there's trouble in Rosette.
Think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apple soon enough. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Okay.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the Cursebreakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
Okay, curse breakers are over there.
It's not
Dude, the music is so chill. It just really puts you in a super chill mood. You guys know that now I'm gonna stream the next expansion of Final Fantasy XIV right here, right? You guys know that's happening.
And you say Sid built this place?
What's this?
Once the Dalmecs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Tarja, I'm gonna need you to come, look, I've hurt myself on my last mission, and I require your services and my lodging. That sound good? I'll see you there.
So Mather's all right.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Them old apples were enough to coat your guts. But these beauties are as sweet as...
That broom's as ragged as I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's all right to touch?
See, it's the attention to detail that this team really nails down.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die?
Because the good ones always die.
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Rory, does this game feel like 15 at all? Nope. Not at all. Martel's apples displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay, so we can't really do side quests right now. We can't do hunts. We have to go journey to Hawk's Cliff to prepare for the next mission.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance?
Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Over here! Sick!
Jesus, so many things here. Do they follow? That's it. We're gonna have to kill ourselves a couple of chocobos. I find the circle attack of Ramu to be really weird. The skill does have a multi-log.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
The black
Rosaria
shields.
must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Can I kill them?
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy the gallows jig like the miller's son?
Welcome, stranger.
Species limit break generation when taking damage. Night terrors.
Into the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
No!
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
But I know somebody. He's big and he's fiery. He's got big horns. He'll help me.
2 more. We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
Mayor's wife.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
You don't need this.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Fetch!
Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. You're a good boy.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Oh, that's how it is it?
Why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Lord End, I'm loving it. Really fun.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Shallop Rock.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Oh, hi.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. Not going to like it.
This one.
Oh, you can avoid these.
More of my
why
mother's
would you avoid actions? Guys? Finito. Imagine avoiding the black shields. What's going on here? What's this? Oh, it's a chest. Bullhorn's braid. I know that I'm going the wrong way, by the way. I'm just checking something. So this is where we fought them the first time. This is where the path splits. Because, like, listen, it's no use making the path split, because I'm just going to take both ways. Wait, the thing that I just grabbed makes accept. I wasn't even gonna bother, but then you said, oh, it makes ignition stronger. Oh. No, this is lunge damage. You liar. How dare you? You lied to me. You lied to me. Goodbye. Mortal blow. Chest. There are more enemies in here by chance? Yeah, we've only had one death, and it's because I played cocky against the dragon. I was like, I'm gonna parry this one-shot attack, because that's a good idea. And then my parry ability was on cooldown, so it didn't work out all that well. Hello, bruv. I hate the girls. Really?
Nice try.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Oh, more of you.
You were told to stay in your homes.
Oh, please.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Oh, you have no idea, my
Why
friend.
then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Swear on this.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. This one.
Oh, he's got a healer. Nice. I can keep hitting him then. Yeah, that's it. Heal him some more. Wait. Keep healing him. This is some sick form of torture that I got going here. Aw, you failed to heal. Worthless healer. You shall pay the price.
tell me what I want and the end will be swift.
No,
Who
it
are you
won't.
looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Now choke on your
Those
own
are Old
blood.
Hill's gates.
Then we
Slowly.
hurry.
Choke on your own blood slowly, okay? I want you to enjoy that. Really taste the iron in your blood as you choke to death on it. Okay, my friend? Oh look, there's more of you here. Before we proceed on to our mission, I'll make sure to visit every last one of you. Don't worry about it. Are there more of you up here by chance, by the way? Because I don't want to miss a thing. And I don't want to miss a thing.
Come on.
Oh yeah, there's a couple more of them over here. Yep, we want to make sure that we take care of all of you. Don't worry about it. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
Let's go.
Interesting little path here. What's this about?
Straight home now.
Appears to be like some kind of funerary thing.
Come on.
We're at the very top now. So that'll have been pretty much all of them. Lord Ende, did you finish the game and never got a Chocobo ride? Oh, it's funny. I'm sorry, dude.
Find something, boy.
Hunter.
Now, did you really have to do that?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Easier to end her.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Demon Tamer's Sash. While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to the hell from whence it came until such time as it is resummoned to inhabit a new host. Taming a demon is much more effective means of dampening its evil influence on the corporate plane. Luring and trapping the undying spirit of Hellspawn into accoutrements worn on one's own person, one might also harness their power and channel a portion of it as one's own. I find it interesting how so many people say that exploration in this game is meaningless. And I keep finding random stuff as I explore. Like, we just got an upgrade. Just got a straight up gear upgrade. Not that it's like a massive deal, but still. There's stuff to be had if you look. This guy a bear? This guy wasn't a bear. Why the fuck they killed him? They're killing everybody, not just bears. I love how we teleport using fallen technology that we have no idea how it works. Well, technically speaking, we're not teleporting. We're just using the fallen things as waypoints to orient ourselves better, I guess. Okay.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosaneth.
Faster!
Back to the stables, Carl.
What are you looking for?
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah. Hope you didn't have any family there. These old ill stocks are not going up, buddy. I need to take a quick bio. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run an ad. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Boop. All right.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Become!
Okay.
I want to sell my wares.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Oh, I can't use Chocobo here.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
I love how you can run past everything on Chocobos. It's really kind of like, you want to get to your destination? Cool.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Doesn't look like we get to go there, huh? Yep. There's not even a map. No, wait, there is a map, but the entrance is busted. Maybe a side quest at some point.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
The chest here? Nope.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
A little dingy boat that was over on that small dock.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Maybe not a side quest after all.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Oldham.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Faster!
You deserve a rest. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and kill you
Apologies.
guys now.
We'll show ourselves out.
Why are we scared?
I'm not.
Well, you guys asked for this. I love how I was like, get up, boom. Of course, we excel at stealth, us Ironbreakers.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. He's
Wade!
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
No, that's Wade.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
And I just killed all your friends.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
Come on, a hug. A hug is in order. A hug is in order. I demand it. What is that? Not heard. Don't look at my sister.
We can speak inside.
Where's Tyler?
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must indeed.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. It has been an honor.
Let's go, Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
A warrior through and through.
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
I'm curious. What happened to Tyler? I don't remember. Did he die? Loyal Shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. A clandestine group of ducal loyalists who led the rebellion against the Imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of their numbers are drawn from those who survived the Imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, but who know full well the Empire's involvement in the Duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside Port Isolde, where they conduct raids to free the bearers from the Imperial yoke. She has another son. Former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire, Sembrek. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the might here. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereign of the Imperial province, which she rules with cruelty and contempt for the base-born that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. Order of Knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as vicereign of the Imperial province of Rosaria. While they most often march in small groups, their main host has been known to rally together to conduct large-scale raids. Their tasks with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct cullings of both bearers and those judged to be ducal loyalists.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
black or white. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined with various companions who are keen to lend assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Party makeup is changed. And I'm assuming we just got a new one. She's still coming, right? Yeah, we good.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah!
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Hi!
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
The pride comes before the fall.
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight that battle for.
More dragons! Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't see that flag.
It's over!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Would you look at that? Another floor tank.
To keep them occupied.
We need to finish this.
You ain't finished yet.
Ba-boom!
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Black or white? We get more renown.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Alright, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
The dual sense, they're doing such a good job with it. Dear old uncle likes axes.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
He's dead. Uncle's gonna
See
die.
that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
I'm telling you right now, Uncle's gonna die.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
She's looking forward to her revenge on the Iron Blood.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Well, we can
on
kill
my
them
own
first.
terms.
And then you can choose a different path.
Before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Ooh, another important side quest. Blacksmith's Blues. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point for today, team. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the stream, do remember you can hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification icon, all that jazz. I'm gonna see if I can get some sleep. Because I'm still tired, I'm still dizzy. Still not at my A game, because otherwise I would stay up all night playing this. Anyway, thank you all very much. Love you. Have a good one, fam.